Greetings, Christ community, family, and friends. I trust this day finds you blessed and safe, regardless of what is happening in the world outside. And during this Wednesday's Word, we're going to be looking at verses 7 through 11 of Psalm 19 as part of our continuing meditations on the Psalms, which will hopefully provide us with the words and thoughts we need to begin our days and this year. Sure of our relationship with the Lord and our calling to his service, with the peace and joy that God has provided through Christ and promised to his people. So let's read through verses 7 through 11 together. The law of the Lord is perfect, restoring the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. The precepts of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes. The fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. And the judgments of the Lord are true, they are righteous altogether. They are more desirable than gold, yes, more than fine gold. Sweeter also than honey, and the drippings of the honeycomb. Moreover, by them your servant is warned, and in keeping them there is great reward. In its entirety, Psalm 19 presents us with statements regarding both the general revelation of God in nature and his special revelation through the scriptures, particularly the Torah, or the law. The psalmist uses language that emphasizes the benefits of attending to and following what is written in the law, the testimony, precepts, and commandments of the Lord. And this is not mere slavish devotion, but a recognition that whatever the Lord has declared to be right is for our good, as well as his glory. Specifically, the adjectives the psalmist uses here are definitive of how we are to view and apply the Word of God to our lives. In verse 7, he uses the words perfect and sure. Verse 8, right and pure. In verse 9, he says, the fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of the Lord are true or righteous, and they're more desirable than gold and sweeter than honey. Excuse me. And in verse 11, there's great reward in heeding and keeping the warnings of the Word of God. What I want us to think about is that the law, the precepts, the commandments, even the fear of the Lord are all ways that we can glean moral guidance, not glean, but actually have moral guidance, more certainty amidst a culture in which moral ambiguity abounds, where good is called evil and evil is good. As we look at the psalmist, in this psalm and others, especially if you go to Psalm 119, the longest psalm in the book of Psalms, we get this exhortation and this encouragement to find joy, find peace, find a ground to stand on in the law of God. Let's go back. It says the law of the Lord is perfect, restoring the soul. It gives us that restoration, that peace, that strength, that health that we need to face the demands of the world and our lives, our daily lives. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. You don't have to be a seminary graduate or a Harvard degree holding individual to get wisdom. Wisdom is given to you. Wisdom is beyond just mere knowledge, mere studying the books, studying the theology. The precepts, the rules of the Lord are right. They rejoice the heart. They give us that assurance amidst chaos or moral chaos of our minds, our spirits, our home lives, and especially in the political and social environment that we live in now. The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes, opening our eyes, our spiritual eyes, not just our physical eyes. The fear of the Lord is clean. It is the pure way of living, and it will never fail, never fall. The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous. This whole psalm, if you go back to it, is just so perfectly expressive of how we are to live lives of not just pleasing God, but dealing with the world and the stresses that may come by being lights, by being that city on the hill that Christ wants us to be. And of course, they're more desirable than gold. That worldly riches, earthly riches, and power and fame are nothing compared to what we can have in a relationship with God. That we do get that reward. We do get the peace that passes all understanding. We do get that assurance of life everlasting with Him. And so we should really begin each day with the recognition of all these things, and to say with the psalmist, Lord, let my words, my thoughts, everything that I am be pleasing to you and glorifying to you. For you are the Lord, our rock, our Redeemer, and there's nothing that can shake us from the sure foundation of God. Have a blessed day.